Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now I want to continue the ranking pack series refresher with the miscellaneous pack. So we got, Call of the Wild all the way till the Titanium pack to Year of the Rat. Basically, Black Friday is coming up, and usually during Black Friday is when Hutch likes to re-release some of their best-selling packs. I always remember the first ever Black Friday that we got, we had Porsche packs, and I don't think we've had Porsche packs in every Black Friday afterwards, but it really goes to show that Hutch is trying to push out their best-selling packs. And in the first Black Friday, in the first year of Top Drives, the Porsche pack was the most popular pack at the time because Lamborghini wasn't there, and nobody knew that Lamborghini was going to be as bad as it actually is now. And then obviously the Porsche had some of the most OP cars in the game at the time. So I do feel like some of these packs might be coming back. They like to bring back like those update packs like European Revolution, Italian Renaissance. However, I will be honest, if I was trying to make as much money as possible from a Hutch perspective, I wouldn't bring back, the Italian Renaissance pack like they usually do, because to be honest, the Italian Renaissance pack, I will rank it pretty low later, right? What they should bring back are things like the best-selling ones, like the literal best-selling ones, like the rear-wheel drive World Expo German one, like Motorsport, off-road and slick tires. All of those would really sell out. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna be ranking all these packs. It's gonna be my opinion and how likely I am to open them if they were in the store right now. So imagine that every single one of these miscellaneous packs you see down here, they were on sale in the store right now. How likely would I be to open them? So here are the ranks that we have today. They all start with T. So today's episode is sponsored by the letter T. So number 1, take my money, of course. Number 2, tempting. Number 3, tentative. Number 4 is terrible, and number 5, I will not wish this upon anybody, well, besides maybe one person, but I won't say who it is. Testicular cancer. But anyway, let's get into it. First one is Call of the Wild. Now I will be giving you refreshers on what all these packs were. Call of the Wild, this was what Call of the Wild was about. I really liked it because it was a very American heavy pack. You can get a lot of the Vipers, and you can also get like the Ford Raptor, which is a car that I've been looking for a very long time. So Raptors, Vipers, absolutely love it. What definitely spoils it for me though are the Murcielagos. If the Murcielagos were not there, this pack would have been like, I personally would have been very tempted. Now this is a personal video, okay? Just because that I'm ranking this in the top rank doesn't mean it's the best pack, but it's like the pack that I want to open the most. If you would like to show me your opinions, I will have a link in the description below to this tier list so you guys can share it with me on Instagram as well. But I really do like everything about this pack until it gets to the Murcielago. It's really sad because like I love the Vipers, I love the Ford. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna put it as tempting because I need Vipers. I'm missing 2 more Vipers in my entire Dodge collection, and I can get it from that pack. The only issue are the Murcielagos. If the Murcielagos weren't there, it would be take my money. All right, second one is European Revolution. Now European Revolution, I think everybody knows what you can get from this, right? You can get the Koenigsegg's, you can get the Rimac, you can get the Donks. The ultra rares from European Revolution are hog garbage, honestly. Like I don't think there's a single good one. All of the Volvos are mediocre at best. The ultra Donkavorts aren't very good. The Donkavorts only get good when it gets to epic. Really the only ultra rare European Revolution that I think everybody would want would be that Peugeot, but outside of that, kind of meh. But the epics are strong, the legendaries are great. I would put it in tempting as well. Next up is Italian Renaissance. Italian Renaissance is a sack of shit. I mean, honestly, the Alphas are good, right? The Lancias are good, but there's just too many Maseratis, not only Maseratis but Lamborghinis as well. It's terrible. It's honestly one of the worst update packs in my opinion. I wouldn't touch it. I remember there was so much damn hype around Italian Renaissance when it first came out, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was super hyped about it. I was super hyped about Lamborghini. It's Lamborghini, and then you find out how they actually perform in the game, and it's like, oh, I'm not really excited about it anymore, you know what I mean? All right, next one is Year of the Ox, Yodo. Let's have a nice little refresher about this. So Year of the Ox, this one I think was the only good one. I think Rat and Tiger were really bad. Ogs had the 962, I believe. Yes, 962. Obviously at the time when this pack was released, the banana was still an epic and the Gallardo was a legendary, so things have swapped around a little bit. But I gotta say, out of every, you know, year of the whatever, year of the Ox was the best, in my opinion at least. The ultra rares were meh. It's a hit or miss, right? R33 is alright, Boxer Spider is alright, Corvette C5 is alright. But the epics are pretty good. Like, I wouldn't mind the W12, the RSR, the Gallardo is a great epic now it's not legendary anymore. V12 Vantage is okay, Sidewinder is okay, as you can see, 95 MRI is always really strong. Obviously the Challenger SRT10 concept is also a really good car in my opinion, and the legendaries are decent, couple emos here and there, not too bad. X5M, X6M, you know, those are alright. Lancer 10, Magon, well, it's weird calling it a Magon, it's the banana, but obviously the main selling point would be the 962 for me, as well as the Zonda Chinke Roadster, because I really like that car. It's not a bad pack, tentative. Alright, next up, Summer Games. I'm gonna be honest, Summer Games was kind of forgettable to me. They basically just added a bunch of like cars that had like GT in the name, but like not every single GT car was in there. It was kind of like the GT cars that were not super popular that they added. So let me show you what Summer Games were like if you want a refresher for that. As you can see, like really to me the cars that stand out would be the Ford GT, the 911 GT2 RS, and the Aero Atom 4, and the Jaguar XJ220S. Everything else is kind of just like, I can live without it. You know what I mean? Like, the EX1 doesn't have that amazing 0 to 60 that it used to have. The Audi R8, I've always thought is a super disappointing legendary, not gonna lie. Is this too small? Do you want me to zoom it in a little bit? Well, why can't I zoom it in? Control plus, there we go. Yeah, that might be a little better, a bit more pleasing. You know, they don't have the DBS Superleggera, but they're the DBS Superleggera Volante. I hate when Hutch does that. Who makes these decisions? You know what I mean? Like, why did they choose these cars? It would be a lot more fun if they told you the reason for why they chose them. The epics in this pack are really good though. CT6, the i8s are okay, ATSV is really strong, you got the Emerge, Fusion Sport's alright, Donkovor's really good, you got the Suzuki GSX as well, XT5 has good handling for, you know, what it is, and the Caterham 270. So the epics are pretty good, you know, they're pretty enticing. The ultra rares, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss really. You got the Lotus 340R, you got the XKR, the Sierra, all those are great, but then obviously you have like some crappier ones like the XC90 and the BMW 220D. Really hit or miss kind of pack, not the worst thing in the world. I would say that this is kind of like Summer Games is like the perfect like 50-50 kind of pack, so because of that, tentative. Very low chance that I'll open it, but I don't think it's terrible. Silver Screen 2, Silver Screen 2 is terrible, not gonna lie. The only thing I love about it is the 69 Charger. Everything else is kind of just like meh. Like the Koenigsegg Agera is like the real standout for Silver Screen 2, but everything else is just kind of just meh. You get the worst of the Hellcats. Very forgettable stuff. Not a huge fan of Silver Screen 2. Two-Tone! Take my money, man. I absolutely love Two-Tone, man. And if you need a refresher on what Two-Tone is, I'm serious, man. If they don't bring Two-Tone back for Two-Tone 2 would be fun on TTT. But yeah, if they don't bring Two-Tone back for Black Friday, I'll be sad, man. Like, everything is a banger over here. Even the Bentley is actually pretty good. One of the better Bentleys, 90 MRA, as you can see over here. Onyx is a beast. I would say that the Two-Tone pack is devalued just ever so slightly with the introduction of World Expo, because the 911 GT2 RS was one of the best like Porsches that you could get at the time, but now with World Expo, with, you know, the 935 and Thomas Müller, the Club Sport 25, those are the best Porsches in the game now. So the GT2's kind of gone down in value, and it also brings down the value of this pack, but honestly it's still a banger of a pack. You get the Bugatti as well. The epics are just fantastic. Oh yeah, here's another thing, the Bentayga Diesel isn't as good as it used to be, so obviously that has gone down in value a little bit, but then again you get cars like the Abarth 124, the Bluebird, the Mustang, all of those cars are just ridiculously very strong. But really, it's just a 100% like I won't be disappointed with the legendaries, which really make this pack like super enticing. So yeah, dude, Two-Tone, take my money. World Expo, also take my money. World Expo, in my opinion, is just European Revolution but better, because European Revolution brings good legendaries, so does World Expo. European Revolution brings decent epics, World Expo brings better epics. European Revolution brings crap ultra rares, but World Expo brings better, I won't say say good ultra rares. They're not good. The ACs are trash. The Audis are trash. But it's better than European Revolution because you have cars like the Zenith. You have cars like the Cayman or the Mercedes. So I would say take my money. Honestly, World Expo, I would even rank World Expo above two-tone just because the Porsches are better. Alright, next up, American Frontier. I like American Frontier, but at the same time, I have everything I need from American Frontier besides 2 Vipers. I have the DNX, I have 2 Viper TAs, I have most of the epics now. Really all I'm looking for are 2 Vipers and the Raptor. So honestly, personally, I wouldn't open the American Frontier pack anymore. There was a lot of hype about it. Like when it first came out, it was definitely take my money. But I've opened enough. I have a very strong American Frontier collection. I feel like I've collected like an 85% of the high end at this point. So I'm gonna put it at tentative. I'm not gonna buy it, but I don't think it's a bad pack. I'll put it in tentative. Alright, around the world. Honestly, I totally forgot what is even around. I think around the world is a bunch of Evoras, if I remember correctly. And Evoras are good. Evoras are good. I do like myself some low tie. So yeah, nothing to show. Oh, did they remove the tag? Okay, if we're going off just straight up memory, like I said, around the world, yeah, I had the Bentegas, and I had a lot of Evoras. Wasn't a bad pack from what I recall from my memory. I would put it in tentative, but then again, we don't even remember what's in there anymore because it's not even on Top Drivers Club anymore. Christmas Collection. Christmas Collection's an interesting one. You got some pretty decent cars like the Stelvio, but I think that there were also like a bunch of Bentleys that nobody really cared about. Yeah, I got the Lambos. Yeah, it looks like a hit or miss once again, right? Regera, Stelvio is great. Lambos couldn't care less. GTR couldn't care less. Continentals couldn't care less. GT3 is always good, but I'd rather get the GT3 chances from the two-tone pack anyway. Epics, once again, really more of a miss than a hit. Vanquish the Gato is cool. 911 Target 4S I think is cool, but everything else is kind of just like meh. Not a very good pack. I'm gonna rank it in terrible. French Renaissance is testicular cancer. I mean, the legendaries are 100% garbage. Epics, literally only DS numero 9. Everything else is trash. Actually, no, Banana, because Banana is legendary now. Because before the Banana went legendary, you could only get those EBs, and they sucked. So, Banana's okay. Not enough to boost the pack. Testicular cancer. In the Shadows, also testicular cancer. If you want to remember what In the Shadows was, I like the concept, and I'm really looking forward to an In the Shadows 2 if there ever be a day. But this pack was just really like sad. Like first of all, only 2 legendaries. The Apollo N is okay, but it's not like the best card that you can get. The epics, honestly, like the M4S, once again, it's okay, good MRA, but the Juice is just a better car, and there are better dodge epics out there. Every single epic here was kind of just like, they're not good. You know what I mean? Maybe the M4S is okay. C8 Preliator is okay. It's just okay. That's it. And you know, we all know AT&T. Just okay is not good enough. Okay, ultra rares. Once again, you know, nothing too special. The Alfetta has gone up significantly in value, but everything else is just meh. In the Shadows is a miss for me. I do not like that pack. And then we have Year of the Tiger. Year of the Tiger is a massive disappointment. If you remember, Year of the Tiger, once again, is that Hutch bullshit with the curated cars. We're not going to add every single car from that year. And that was a really big mistake because 2010 had some really good legendaries, like the Bugatti Veyron, for example. But they really only ended up choosing these 4 legendaries, and obviously we all know how I feel about Lamborghinis and Bentleys, so those 2's already like atrocious. Then you have the CX-75, which I don't really rate, honestly. For 96 RQ, that 0 to 60 just isn't good enough in my opinion. I think the CX-75 would be a great car if it was a 94, but 96 just is a bit too high for me. Gumpert, again, you know, there are better cars out there. It's not a bad car by any means, but you know, it ain't the best. Epics, right? It's just a Volvo. Everything else is garbage. Ultra rares, I mean, the XKR is really good. The Focus is really good. The Kazashi is really strong as well, and the Maybach. But once again, this pack is pretty horrible in my opinion. I'm gonna put it in testicular cancer. Driver's choice. Once again, you get some Lancias. It's another pack that contains the GT2, I believe. Where is Driver's Choice? Honestly, Driver's Choice is like, when I see it in the store, I kind of just ignore it. It's not bad though. It really isn't bad. The Porsches are strong. The F1 LM is good. 720S is a good legendary. You can get the Superlight. The Caterhams are good. The Epics are okay. I have a soft spot for the fried egg, so obviously I love those. C12 is okay. Not as good as it used to be though. Caterham 270 is alright. I mean, honestly, Driver's Choice is okay. I think there was I remember there was a lot of hype around Driver's Choice when it first released. Once again, because you know it used to carry some of the best cars in the game, but that has changed. Obviously, they're better cars now, so tentative. American Dream. I'm gonna put it for American Frontier for the same reason as, like, you know, once again, personal video, right? How often I would open them. American Dream was a pack that I used to open all the time, but obviously I think I have literally everything from American Dream at this point. Like, literally everything. You know, I've unpacked everything from the American Dream. Like, if I don't have an epic, it's because I fused it away. I've unpacked it before. I love American Dream, but I have nothing to gain from it. So I'm just gonna put it in tentative, as in, like, I'm just not gonna open it. But I don't think it's a terrible pack. German Renaissance is terrible though, in my opinion. The roofs are just, like, really useless now. The BMWs are okay, like the legendary BMWs are okay, but like most of the ultra suck. There's some decent Volkswagens in there. It's kind of sad though. The Volkswagens are more of a saving grace than the roof is, which is a huge, like, turnaround, a literal 180 from when this pack was first released. Because when German Renaissance first came out, roof was like the manufacturer to go for. They all had amazing MRA. It was like the pack that everybody wanted. And then, like, slowly Hutch just started nerfing every single roof one by one, and it's just like, they're not that good anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get excited by getting them anymore. So terrible in my opinion. Next up, Black Friday Guaranteed. I mean, that's like the best pack in the game. It's literally just your titanium pack but boosted. Take my money for sure. I'm looking forward to that again. Hot Hatch, in my opinion, testicular cancer. I don't like Hot Hatch. I hate hatchbacks. Once again, this is a personal video. This is how often I would open these packs. I hate hatchbacks. Testicular cancer. Horror Show, I mean, it speaks for itself. Style Icon as well. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. I mean, once again, this thing is literally just a Ventador. I think it's like one Murcielago and a Jaguar XJ13. I think, like, that's it. Like, it's a very boring pack. Riders of the Storm. Now, who remembers Riders of the Storm? I liked Riders of the Storm because it literally just was a Pagani pack, and you cannot go wrong with Pagani. So let me just show you what you can get, or as Val calls it, the Papagani, right? Oh, sorry. This wasn't, no, this is not the one. What's the pack that we're doing? Riders of the Storm. Which is is it Valkyries? Valkyries has to be, unless I chose the wrong one. No, this isn't right. Ah, there we go. Riders of the Storm. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Ride of the Valkyries is the Gumpert stuff. Yeah, the Pagani. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with these, man. I do love my Paganis. Zonda R is great. Cinque Roadster isn't the best, but I have a soft spot for that car. I also have the soft spot for the Zonda S because I maxed it out, and it's actually really good maxed out. Or I would say it's really good if you can max out the handling. But yeah, it's a very lightweight car, very good MRA, great. It's just great. Epics are, you know, hit or miss. Cyclone C12 good, Typhoon's okay. These two are trash though. Ultra rares, once again, you can only get 2 now. Used to be 5, but these 3 Maseratis have gone down from ultra rare, and they gone down to super rare. But the legendaries, like, it's 100% like I would be happy with them. I would put it in tempting. Ride of the Valkyries is tentative just because I do prefer my Paganis over my Gumperts. Ride of the Valkyries, as you saw earlier, mostly just Gumperts. Outside of that, not really interested. Street Racer, in my opinion, is terrible. Still do not understand why the wide body is on the pack. You can't even get the wide body in that pack anyway. Great Exhibition. Now, when Great Exhibition first came out, it was definitely take my money. Now I'm gonna move it down to tempting. I gotta say, props to Great Exhibition. Out of every single, like, older update, Great Exhibition has really held up in value, mainly because most of the Lotuses that have gone down from Legendary to Epic are still as good as they were when they were Legendary, like, as in, like, I still want them as much, if not even more now that they're Epic, because they're easier to upgrade. A bunch of Aston Martins went down as well, making them great Epics. I would say the Great Exhibition is really good, and obviously the DBS Superleggera is a car that I've been trying to chase for literal ever. So it's really good, just not as good as World Expo in my opinion. And last but not least, Year of the Rat. Year of the Rat was the first of the like Chinese New Year, like Lunar New Year specials, and there isn't much that I remember from it. Oh yeah, that's why. Wow, Year of the Rat was that bad, huh? Yeah, literally, like, okay, Griffith is like okay, CC is strong, and everything. Wow, yeah, Year of the Rat was that bad. It was so long ago. I don't even remember, but yeah, that's atrocious, dude. That is definitely testicular cancer. But anyway, guys, that is my assessment, I would say, of all of the miscellaneous packs available on Top Drives Club. So I got these. Obviously, I wish I could add in the Motorsport pack, but maybe one day I'll do a miscellaneous. Maybe I'll do a pack review of every single final pack that we got. That would be really hard to get the information for again though. Basically, I would just need to take the thumbnails from all of my pack reviews. It's possible though. But anyway, guys, that is my assessment. I'm really looking forward to the Black Friday pack. I hope this comes back. World Expo, definitely I would just buy. Two-tone, definitely. Like these two I would definitely buy non-stop. And I honestly feel like, although this is my personal opinion, I think a lot of people can agree that these three packs are some of the best that are in this selection. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys have a great day. We're gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight.